waiting for sunrise. I was just about to remove the lock when Toby put his hand over mine.
Wait!
His eyes were wide, terrified.
We can't risk it.
My mind raced through a million possibilities, leaving me frozen in indecision. Gently, Toby guided my fingers from the door, shaking his head.
No, Lisa.
He was right. There was no way to know. Reluctantly, I backed away from the door. Almost immediately, the pounding intensified, and the door shook on its hinges, sounding like it might break apart at any moment.
Please let me in! They're coming! I'm going to die! Please! 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 Let me in!
With each word, his voice distorted more and more, finally breaking apart into demonic resonance that made us cringe and cover our ears. Toby was right. It was one of the pale ones. I pulled Toby back up the steps and onto my bed, both of us wrapped around each other in terror while the entire house began to shake. We were surrounded. The pounding on the doors was deafening now, drowning out our pathetic whimpers. "It's okay. It's okay," I repeated over and over, not entirely sure of who I was talking to. If we could just hold out until morning, we had a chance. "Toby!" I screamed over the monstrous cacophony. "They can't get in unless we invite them." I saw the recognition in his eyes. He understood. We huddled together, doing our best to ignore the screams. We only had a few hours to go. Just a few hours between us and salvation. It could be done. It would be done. Finally, mercilessly, the barrage subsided. We clutched each other, our ears ringing in the sudden silence. After a few tentative moments of peace, we looked at each other and smiled. Our smiles broke into chuckles before growing into genuine laughter. Soon, we were cracking up, doubled over and howling hysterically. We were so relieved that we had completely lost touch with the situation. Finally, I ran out of breath, collapsing onto the bed. Toby kept at it for a while before he too collapsed. We lay next to each other, still trying to recover.
I'm so glad that's over,
Toby managed to say between breaths. I chuckled my agreement. Seconds later, we heard it. The tiniest knock. So light that it could have been a mouse at the door. "Toby." He looked at me with his mouth hanging open. "Toby." It came again. Toby rose from the bed, stumbling away from me as quickly as he could.
No, 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 no.
He kept repeating. "Toby, help me." Lisa continued wailing from outside. "Well, the jig is up, I suppose," I sighed, showing him my true form for the first time. "Don't worry, Toby. It doesn't hurt for long."